Let's make history. So Kamala Harris did a town hall on CNN last night, and it fell flat. 2 hours. And that's the whole situation, is that she clearly can't speak and engage with interviewers, reporters, and constituents for any long period of time. And whenever she attempts to, it's just a constant word slaw, dancing around the point. And this really hurt her campaign, I think. It's still neck and neck. The race is still neck and neck, but Trump is gaining the momentum as the days and weeks get closer to the election. I think this town hall hurt her because of the length of it. Anytime she's forced to elaborate on her policies and why she flip-flopped on many of her policies, she can't seem to do so. Something that requires a simple answer, something that requires about a 1-minute answer, she'll take 5 minutes to answer. And she never gets directly to the point. And the town hall can really be summed up in one sentence. No matter what the question was, all roads lead back to Trump. She takes no responsibility whatsoever, even though she was in the White House for the past 4 years.
I want you to meet Jackson Weiss. He's a student at Drexel University from Flourtown, Pennsylvania. Registered Republican. Says he's leaning toward voting for you, but has yet to make a final decision. Jackson.
Thank you, Anderson.
Hey, Jackson.
Thank you for taking the time to be here, too, Vice President
You too,
Harris.
thank you.
Regarding the rapid increase in the migrant population, how will you ensure that every immigrant is integrated into American society safely? What benefits and subsidies will you provide them with, and how long will these benefits and subsidies last for an individual? Most importantly, will the American citizens' taxes pay for these benefits and subsidies? And if so, how much money will be allocated?
Well, thank you, Jackson. Let's start with this. America's immigration system is broken and it needs to be fixed. And it's been broken for a long time. And part of what we need to do is always prioritize what we need to do to strengthen our border. I will tell you, I'm the only person in this race among the two choices that voters have. I've personally prosecuted transnational criminal organizations in the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. I have spent a significant part of my career making sure that our border is secure and that we do not allow criminals in and we don't allow that kind of trafficking to happen and come into our country. And as my opponent has proven himself, he would prefer to run on the problem instead of fix the problem. You may know there were some of the most conservative members of the United States Congress working with others that came up with a border security bill that would have put 1,500 more border agents at the border. Those border agents are overwhelmed. They need the support, they need the backup. It would have allowed us to have more resources to stem the flow of fentanyl. I don't need to tell this state and people around the country what is happening in terms of the scourge of fentanyl and how it is literally killing Americans. It would have put resources into stemming the flow. It would have given more resources to prosecute, to investigate and prosecute transnational criminal organizations. It would have done a lot of good. Donald Trump got wind of the bill and told them, don't put it forward. He killed the bill because he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. We have to have a secure border, and we have to have a comprehensive pathway for citizenship. And that includes requiring people, hardworking people, to earn citizenship and do it in a comprehensive, humane, and orderly manner.
You basically have a vacuous, run-of-the-mill politician just trying to get ahead in office at our expense. And I think that was made clear last night. And even CNN is saying it. That says a lot. No matter what she was asked by the constituents, by the voters, she found some way to spin it and make it Trump's fault. And I think the average person, you don't have to be super intelligent, just have some common sense to see that this is She's not presidential material.
You know, it's amazing when you listen to her. You're like, and he interrupts. You know why people are starting to interrupt as much as they do? Because even Van Jones says this gibberish answers are starting to get annoying. It's way too much. Yeah, the word salad is just starting to get annoying. Give a damn answer.
You were vice president, not the president, but why wasn't any of that done for the last 4 years?
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done.
She just said done 5 times.
What is?
You know what?
What did Axelrod say?
This is here. It comes.
Oh my God!
I love this.
Things that would concern me is when she doesn't want to answer a question, her habit is to kind of go to word salad city, and she did that on a couple of answers. One was on Israel. Anderson asked a direct question: would you be stronger on Israel than Trump? And there was a 7-minute answer, but none of it related to the question he was asking. And so, you know, on certain questions like that, on immigration, I thought she missed an opportunity because she would acknowledge no concerns about any of the administration's policies. And that's a mistake. Sometimes you have to concede things, and she didn't concede much. But I'll tell you something. John King mentioned Bill Clinton. No one's going to be Bill Clinton, but you do want to relate to the people in front of you. She didn't do a lot of that. She didn't ask them questions. She didn't address them particularly. So she was giving set pieces too much.
Trump is doing Joe Rogan tomorrow, I believe, and he extended that offer to Kamala Harris, and she didn't accept. And I think we all know why she didn't accept. There's no way she could take 2 to 3 hours talking in a conversation with Joe Rogan. No teleprompter, no script. You just can't do it. There's no way. You know you're losing when you resort to name calling, and that's what's going on. Because now that this whole thing, and she highlighted this during the town hall, this whole thing now, he's a fascist. Oh, the longest running chief of staff in his administration said that he's a fascist. He's a Nazi. And they say this time and time again with no proof. It's an act of desperation because Trump is getting more and more of the black vote. So she goes and sits down with Al Sharpton in another act of desperation. I don't see how that's going to help her, but hey. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Will Flores TV on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and X.